If you're watching this, there's a good chance you've been carrying around a conversation in your head for a while now. You can see that your parents' home is getting to be too much for them, but every time you think about bringing it up, you talk yourself out of it because you don't want to start a fight or worse, get that cold silence that can last for weeks. I get it completely, and I want you to know you are not alone in this. My name is Frey. I'm a senior real estate specialist here in the Bay Area, and I spent years sitting across the kitchen table from families navigating exactly this moment. And I can tell you from real experience, this is one of the hardest conversations a family can have because it lives right at the intersection of love, loss, money, control, and identity. It's also one of the most important ones you'll ever get right. Here's what I want you to understand first. Your parents' home is not just a piece of Bay Area real estate. It's where they raised their kids, where they raised you, where the holidays happened for decades, where their entire adult life is woven into the floors and the walls. There's the apple tree they planted in the backyard and the pencil marks measuring the grandkids' heights on the doorframe, and the piano that hasn't been played in years, but nobody would dare suggest getting rid of. When you bring up selling and downsizing, what your parent hears underneath your words is, "You want to push me out of my house?" That fear of losing control and independence is almost always what's driving the resistance. And when you understand that, it changes how you show up in the conversation. The biggest mistake I see adult children make is coming in prepared. They've run the numbers, they've researched 55 plus communities, they've looked at what the house might sell for, and they lead with all of it because they love their parents and they want to help. I understand completely, but when you open with logistics and finances, you're signaling, even if you absolutely don't mean to, that this conversation is really about your agenda, and nothing shuts down a parent faster than feeling like the decision has already been made without them. What actually works is starting with genuine curiosity rather than conclusions. Ask your parent what they're hoping the next chapter of life looks like. Ask what they love most about living in that house and what's gotten harder over the years. Ask what would need to be true for a move to ever feel like the right choice for them. And then listen, really listen, more than you talk, and reflect back what you hear. When someone feels genuinely heard, they stay open to a conversation. When they feel managed or steered, they close up, and sometimes they close up hard. I also want you to think carefully about the setting and the timing. A quiet walk together, an unhurried afternoon with nowhere to be, a one-on-one moment rather than a full family gathering with everyone weighing in at once. These things matter more than most people realize. And please don't try to get a decision in a single conversation. This is a process that typically unfolds across weeks or even months and sometimes years. And honestly, that's exactly how it should work. The families I've seen handle these transitions most gracefully are almost always the one who started early enough that there was real time for the conversation to breathe and evolve naturally. Now, what about resistance? When your parent says, "I'm not ready" or "I'm not going anywhere," they're telling you something specific about what they need. Some parents are grieving the life they lived in that house. Some are protecting the last place where they feel fully in control. But most are staying put out of fear for the future. They're already dealing with diminished energy and capacity compared to their early years. The thought of moving into a smaller home, condo, a granny unit, or into assisted living usually does not fill them with excitement. For many, it feels like a big step down in quality and quantity of life. Even for those who are okay with moving in principle, there are the practical considerations, namely what to do with all the stuff. They feel stuck by the weight and quantity of their possessions. They have a fear of loss, not only of giving up their space, but giving up so much of the stuff which really isn't being used and only serves to weigh them down, but it is, nevertheless, stuff to which they are attached, and it is a powerful force keeping them rooted in place. Understanding which kinds of resistance you're dealing with completely changes your response. If the conversation has been hitting a wall for a while, that's not a failure on your part. It's just feedback that something needs to change, whether that's the setting, the framing, or the messenger. Sometimes a trusted professional outside the family can open a door that a son or daughter simply cannot. Not because they're more skilled, but because they're not carrying 40 years of family history into the room with them. I've helped many Bay Area families navigate this transition from the very first careful conversation all the way through a successful sale and a genuinely good new beginning. If you'd like to talk through your own situation, there's no pressure and no obligation at all. Just a real conversation with someone who has done this many times and cares about getting it right for your family. Go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text message. My cell number is 408-596-1623. Let's have a chat about what's going on with your family and how I can help you make your next move the best one yet.